All right, Cassie, thank you. Over in Vienna, Illinois, a partial building collapse causes two other buildings to be closed down. Here's video of the building located at 124 North 4th Street. That's just northeast of the square. According to police, the collapse happened yesterday, a little before 2 p.m. We're told the two-story building was abandoned and unoccupied. You can see the roof collapsed in there. And luckily, no one was inside when that happened. No one was hurt. The mayor issued an executive order to evacuate buildings on either side of this partially collapsed building. And as a result, the State Farm Insurance Office and Cross Creek Antiques had to be cleared out for safety reasons. We do have a crew on the scene, so be on the lookout for updates on Heartland News later.